That's how we're going to start this. Live from Indianapolis.
I said, why do the tops of my feet hurt?
Why does the tops of her feet hurt?
You had it on when I said that. You don't even count down.
I did not count down.
But the tops of my feet hurt.
That's why they count down.
That's why they count down, so you don't say anything stupid. Like I just did. So yeah, we are on we're on an adult trip to Indianapolis.
No kids.
No kids. Literally in our...
So we're going to sleep in a couple of minutes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're in our hotel room for the night.
It's 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock.
We're just going to... We've stuffed ourselves with food and had beverages.
And...
We walked out and looked at some local statue stuff. So that we could just come in and go to sleep. We're going to podcast and maybe play some Yahtzee. I don't know. Maybe we'll play some rummy. Who knows? We'll see where the night goes.
Oh,
but we can go to sleep, at a decent hour in this huge bed.
Right.
With no dogs.
Maybe tomorrow night we'll go harder in the paint.
Maybe.
Because we're going to a comedy show tomorrow night. And
I can't wait.
I know it'll be fun. But no, we could have gotten real interesting up in here because when we got here, we checked in. As you do.
That you do that.
Right.
That's something
when
you do.
When you go to a hotel. Anyway, and she's like, did you know that you booked a king handicap room? And Jeff was like, nope, I did not. And I did it on the app, and I guess I was confused. We do not need that. Somebody else might need that. So
I said, lady, I picked the best deal. So like whatever the best deal is for two people at this hotel.
Right. So
that's what I got.
I would just feel bad having a handicap room and somebody actually need it. Because I'm sure that the accommodations will be like the shower would be a walk-in shower versus...
But is a handicap room like a handicap spot?
No, I think that...
Or is it like a handicap stall? Because people use a handicap stall, but people will not park in a handicap spot.
I feel like that the handicap room would be like like I just said, like a walk-in shower versus one you have like a bathtub shower. Like our shower in there is like a bathtub shower. You have to step over it.
Right.
Also, there's probably handrails on the toilet. Maybe the bed's lower. I don't know about the bedding situation, but I'm sure the bathroom is way different than this one. I don't want to take that up if somebody needs it. It is not the same as a handicap stall. Handicap stall, I feel like, we've talked about this maybe before, but I feel like it's okay to use it because worst case scenario, that person just has to hang on for a second versus lose a room. No, I mean, seriously, like I would feel bad if like they were standing there on crutches or like, on a walker and I came out of the handicap stall and there they were. But if they're sitting in a wheelchair or something, they can hold on a second. I'm not trying to be insensitive and mean. I'm just saying, like, come on, seriously, like it's really not that big of a deal.
Right.
Now, to take a handicap spot in a parking lot, I think is rude because that is a ways to go.
But do you know what? You know what bothers me more?
And it's bigger. The spots are bigger.
Do you know what bothers me more than someone taking a handicap spot that's not handicapped?
Oh, I hate that. What?
We've already talked about this, but I'll reiterate. Biggest pet peeve is one of my biggest pet peeves is when a handicapped person takes a close spot that's not handicapped spot when there's handicap spots available.
Explain.
They're taking our spots that are closer.
I've never seen that happen. They're going to.
I saw a guy do it once. He had a handicap sticker. He pulled into a closer spot, and there's plenty of handicap spots. I'm like, bro.
Oh, maybe he doesn't really
why?
Need it.
I don't care. You got a handicap sticker. Don't steal my my spot. I don't. Then let me borrow your sticker so I can park in the handicap spot.
That's ridiculous, by the way. To have a handicap sticker and no longer need it and still use it is ridiculous. A, B. Maybe he had an injury like where he had a knee replacement and he had a temporary handicap sticker and he still had it in his car, but he didn't feel like he really needed it and he knows how bad it is to really need it. So he's like, I'm not going to take this spot even though I have my sticker. I don't need this spot. That doesn't bother me at all.
It's like a Larry David thing for me. It's like, hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you taking good spots when you have a handicap spot? I can't park in a handicap spot. You can
It could be his significant other's sticker, and he doesn't need it.
Well, that's the benefit of being married to someone that's handicapped.
No.
It's a huge benefit.
No, Jeff.
If you list the benefits, one of them is I'm married to a handicapped person. I get to use her car, and I get to park in a handicap spot.
No, the benefit of being married to a handicapped person is when you fly in a plane, maybe you get better seats.
That too.
But not taking a spot. If hold on, I got to take my eye patches off. If you unfortunately was handicapped and we had a handicap sticker and you weren't with me in the car, but I was driving the car with a handicap sticker, I would never, ever, unless it was cold, park in a no, I'm just kidding. I would never park in a handicap spot. Ever. If you do that, karma's going to get you.
Well, I get it. But you know what you need to do? You need to take the handicap sticker down. You
No.
need to put it in the glove box.
No. Sometimes it's permanent. Sometimes it's on your driver's, or not your driver's license, but the license plate.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You can be permanently handicapped to where it's stuck on your license plate?
Yeah. You can get a handicap sticker. Yeah. Not a sticker, but it's like on your license plate. It's
Hot damn. The things you learn in Indianapolis.
Even if no, I didn't learn that here.
I did.
I was not today's year old.
I was
I've known
today's
that.
years old.
I've seen it.
And that's stupid, by the way.
I would never use a handicap spot if I didn't need to. If I was not assisting someone handicapped, and if I was not, in fact, handicapped myself. Even the other day when I took Brooke to Walmart when we had to use a wheelchair because she's kind of on rest with her pregnancy, we don't have a handicap sticker. I wonder if
You could get one.
doctor
Let's
would
get
get one.
one. Let's get one.
Anyway, trying to get the wheelchair in beside her to like the regular spaces are smaller, so the handicap spaces are bigger, so you can get like a wheelchair or what have you, around. Not only is it closer to the store, it's also a bigger spot. We looked really silly. They're probably thinking, if you're in a wheelchair, girl, why don't you have a handicap sticker? But anyway, nonetheless, we did not use the handicap room. We didn't need it, so they gave us another room. The whole point of my story, they gave us another room. So they put us in room number whatever, okay? And so Jeff and I bring our luggage up here, and we try to use our key. And I'm just going to tell you the room number. It was like 1117, okay? So it's like 1117, okay? 7 and the 1 could get confused, whatever. And so we used both keys that she gave us, and they didn't work. So I was like, this has happened to us before where our keys wouldn't work right off the bat. So I don't like to ride in the elevator. So I was like, you can go by yourself. I'm going to wait up here. So Jeff walks around the corner, and this other man walks around. And he walks, and he comes up, and he looks at the door. And he looks at his key. Then he looks across the hall. Then he looks at his key. And I was like, he goes, this is supposed to be my room. And this is awkward. And I'm like,
right.
Are you sure? And he showed me his key thing, and it said 1117. He goes, does this look like a 7? He goes, because all the way up here, I thought maybe this is a 1. And I was like, no, that looks like a 7. Even though the girl that wrote our 7 put the little line through the middle of the 7 like they do, which is stupid.
No, I do it. It's clear.
Stupid.
No, it clarifies it's a 7.
No, you put the little hangman thing on there.
No. You put a line through it, and that makes it a 7.
Dumb. That's just stupid.
That makes it more of a 7 than the line at the top.
That makes it like you're trying to be something. That's just stupid.
No, I was taught to do that by my father.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a 7. That makes it a 7.
That's not how they taught us to write in school.
You went to Kentucky
make it a 7.
schools.
It is a 7, and I get that it's a 7, but I've never put a line through it, nor will I, because you just make it clear that it's not a 1.
Otherwise, it looks like a 1 or an upside down L.
If you can't write a 7, then you need to go back to school, because anybody
I
who
can write a 7, and I make it clear to anybody who sees it.
Anybody who can write a 7 doesn't need to put a little extra baby line through the middle.
You do. It looks cool, first of all.
First of all, it looks stupid.
It looks cool.
It looks
if you
like
do
you're
it
like,
right.
I think I'm trying to make an E, but I'm really not.
No.
Backwards,
a 7. Otherwise, it looks like an upside down L or a 1.
Which makes it a 7. An upside down L is a 7. That's how I always learned it. You don't need to put a line through it, because whoever wrote on his key is a normal human being and just wrote the 7. And I said, no, that's clearly a 7. And he was from the UK or something. He goes, that's what I thought. It looks like a 7. I said, well, why don't you use your key to see if it opens our room?
He had the magic key.
So his key worked, and then he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I'm like, well, shit. And he goes, well, I'm just going to wait here, because I saw you guys down at the check-in, and you were clearly here first. So if this is your room, I don't want to take it from you. Clearly a gentleman.
That's right, because we got a good
so
view.
He's 2 rooms.
Yeah, but we didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, we did. It's the same side of the freaking hallway.
Yeah, but what if we got the same room and they're like, well, somebody else has to take another room?
Anyway, so
it would have been him.
He was being
1,
fair.
He's not a United States citizen.
He's proper.
And 2, he was second. We were first.
Well, 2, he's from, I think, the UK, so he's proper. He's like, he has manners.
No, that's a facade.
No, it's not. He clearly was a gentleman.
Have you watched the Love Island UK?
Yeah.
They're just like American
They're
guys.
Gentlemen. They sound more gentlemanly. I
They
bet they don't put a line through their 7s.
They sound like gentlemen, but they do the same sleazy things that any country men do.
Okay, so he used the key and he was like, "Well, do you want to come on in here and wait until are you married?" No, I'm just kidding. He didn't. I'm joking. He just was like, we just stood there and we made small talk. And he was like, "Well, is your partner," is what he called you, "is your partner at the front desk?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I was like, "Yeah, let me call him real quick." So that's when I called you. And I was like, well, anyway, long story short, what happened? We were both assigned the same room, and the guy's like, "Well, that could have been really weird."
Well, our room, he looked us up. He said, "What's your name?" Oh, that's cool.
What's going on out there?
It's a rave. Check that out. I
They're
should be
having a
taking a picture of that
party.
for Nate.
No, that wasn't. What's going on over there? It's like a light show.
That was cool for a second.
I really feel like our bed is in the middle of this light show. Anyway, so I don't know what happened with the room, but
No, I'll tell you what happened. They pulled it up and he goes, "Oh, no," because I showed him what number I was, and it was 119 is what he said. He said this should be 119 or 1119, and she must have wrote 1117.
Oh, so she wrote the girl who wrote the 7 wrong, obviously didn't know what she was doing. So we were supposed to be in 1119, so the guy had the right key, but it was just funny because I was freaking out because it's like, what if both of our keys worked? And like Jeff and I like came in the room and like opened it with our key and was like getting settled and stuff, and then here comes guy from the UK walking in our room. That would have been something. We could have probably got a free night out of that.
Probably.
Anyway, we got a free night at a hotel twice we've gotten free rooms. Once was because Jeff was walking down the hallway of our hotel
To get ice.
And he stepped.
And I'm a barefoot guy.
And he was walking barefoot, and he stepped right in the middle of dog poop. In the middle of the hotel hallway. And we were staying in a decent hotel. They just happened to allow dogs. We weren't staying in like some sleazy, nasty hotel. I mean, it was nice, but it was a hotel that allowed dogs. And apparently somebody either like let their dog poop in the hallway, or maybe the dog pooped in the hallway and they were like going back to get something to clean it. But in the meantime, Jeff stepped in it. So I was like, you need to go complain because this is nasty. So he went to the front desk, complained, and we got a free night there. Then this past summer, we went to Virginia Beach. And we had me and Jeff and Nate and Brooke and one of Brooke's friends. And we were all settled, and like there was like a separate like room with beds. Then it was like a suite or something. Well, the room with anyway, long story short, part of the room, the air didn't work, and we were at the beach and it was hot as
It was ridiculous.
Get out. So hot in that room, and we had to sleep at night. So I told Jeff, I was like, "Look, it was the season of the Karens. It was Karen was a big thing during that time." I said,
summer,
"You need to go down. Yeah, you need to go down and go Karen and say this is our vacation. We're supposed to be comfortable. We lost sleep our first night. We were hot. We were miserable.
It was terrible.
But they said, well, we'll have somebody come and fix it." And Jeff was like, "Well, what do you? Okay, fine. That's great. From here on out, we'll stay in the room if they fix it. But what are you going to do about last night? Either refund our money or give us an extra night." Low key, we wanted an extra night because we're at the freaking beach.
Right.
So they did. They gave it. They did what they should, as they should. They gave us an extra night, so we got to stay an extra day at the beach, which was worth a sweaty night.
It was.
So that's our story. But
It was nice.
anyway, it would have really been awkward if that guy would have walked in on us. Not that we were doing anything,
Not yet, no.
but anyway, what's going on out there? It's really loud.
It's like they're having that building over there has the United States. It's the one that was the flag, the
Right.
like the rainbow flag.
The gay pride flag.
Yeah,
It's okay
yeah.
to say that.
I couldn't think what to say. Yeah, I have trouble saying gay, but
Why?
gay pride. No, I don't. I'm joking.
Oh.
It's now the American flag building.
Oh.
Looks really cool.
You should pull your PJ pants up because.
Well, now it's not.
Pull your pants up. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
It looks very, very, very United States.
if you're familiar with Indianapolis at all, we're staying on this isn't the square. It's not called the square.
It can't be because it's a circle.
It's actually a circle. It's a roundabout. Jeff loves his roundabout.
It's a 1865 statue
With a water.
in the middle with a waterfall and a place to swim, but I don't think you're allowed to swim in it.
I don't think that's a
And
place to swim. It's called a
It's
fountain.
very tall with a lady on top of it. I don't know what she is or what she represents. I was going to read about it, but then I got bored.
And I'm sitting here in our
I
room.
think it might be a man that kind of looks like a lady at first. I can't tell. It's too dark.
And I'm in our room and I'm looking at the pictures on the wall. Is that lady breastfeeding a baby?
Either that or reading a book to it.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's very dingy.
I don't like that picture. I feel like I should take that picture and put it down. Not because she's breastfeeding, but it's kind of creepy. Like,
No, you can't take them down. They're nailed to the wall. They're not going to put something up that you could like and stick in your suitcase
I'm
and take with you.
definitely not going to like those pictures.
Well, I mean,
Those aren't my style. Especially, I mean, if you
they
have
would be good for the den.
We don't have a den.
Right, but if we did.
Here's another thing I have a question about. I have two questions. First of all, I don't know if I want to bring this up.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so Jeff and I go to, we want to have a drink, right? It's like 4. And we want to have a drink before we come back to the room and get ready to go to dinner and whatever we were going to do. And so we go to this place and it has a patio. And I'm like, let's sit outside. He's like, yeah, good idea. So we go in. Like when we sit outside, they're like, yeah. And they take us and they're like, you can sit anywhere you want. So we sit down. And it took literally, I think 15 or 20 minutes for us to even get greeted. And then he took our drink order. So we're like 15 minutes in, and that's maybe a little bit more than 15 minutes. And he was like, what would y'all like? And I was like, look, we're just having a drink. He goes, oh, you're making my job so easy. So we order, I ordered like a White Claw and Jeff ordered like a Guinness or something.
I got a Guinness, yeah.
And 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes go by. Jeff, am I exaggerating?
No, it was 20 minutes.
At least. Nobody's come back with our drinks. Like, at all. So I see this girl that works there, and I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. I was like, could you check on our drinks? We ordered them literally 20 minutes ago, and that's all we ordered was drinks. She goes, well, just give me a second because we're just really short-staffed, and we're really crowded in there, so you're just going to have to give me a second. And I'm like, look here, girl. I've given you 25 minutes to bring
just
me
because you're short-staffed that's not an excuse for decent service.
Well, it's not. Yeah, any type
Why should a customer have to accommodate you? Because we sat down to have a beer and a White Claw and get back to our room. We thought we're going to be sitting there for maybe 15, 20 minutes after our beer. I mean, the second place we went, we literally said we had to wait, right? We had to wait on our table for 45 minutes, but we didn't. It ended up being like 15.
Yeah.
But they're like, you can go grab a beer inside. And the lady's like, I'll take your order right here.
It was very accommodating.
Literally, I turned around and she was holding our beers.
Yes, that's
I mean, it was so fast.
That's how an establishment should be. And okay, I understand that maybe people call it off, maybe you're short staffed, but in my mind, if I'm working there, which they're young girls, they probably don't think like this. In my mind, if a customer said to me, I've been sitting here for 25 minutes waiting for my beer, if I believe them or if I didn't believe them, which I was not lying, I would say, oh my gosh, what did you order? Let me go check on it right now. And then I would drop everything I was doing. I would run to the bar. I was like, where do you know where that White Claw is and the Guinness? And if they had it right there, I'd bring it straight out. If they didn't, I would go back to the table and be like, I'm so sorry. The bar staff is running a little bit behind. We're working on it. I would have been happy.
And we're pretty chill though with service.
Well,
we're a good 10-minute wait before we start to boil up a little bit.
Right, we talked about this before. I have to.
We're pretty chill. We sit there and we make excuses, and then it's like we drop off a cliff. It's not like it's not like we gradually get upset. It's like we're happy as can be, and then all of a sudden it's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, we're like, we've been here for 25 minutes and we don't even
it's
have
like we've been
our
nice.
drink.
We've smiled at everybody. We've been friendly.
So then we walked out.
And then we just got up and left.
I was just like, are you ready? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, let's just go. So we never did get our drink. We just got to sit on their patio for 30 minutes. But it's okay. It was fine.
It was fine. We didn't spend any money at the establishment.
But what I learned as we were sitting there is I'm really annoyed by certain type of people. And this makes me sound really bad.
It would.
Because, and we'll talk about this in later podcasts because I'm compiling a list. But do you have those certain type of people that you look at them and you're like, you really annoy me and I don't even know you? Is that bad?
Yeah, that's bad.
Is it bad?
Definitely.
Because this lady walked in.
Never had anything like that.
And she had on this long frumpy dress with a cardigan sweater over it. and a big old bag
Keep talking.
and a lanyard around her neck.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, it's 4:30, 4:45. Obviously, she was
She
in
came
some
out
sort
of the conference. She's probably wore out from the conference.
Conference is over.
She's been taking notes.
Your lanyard off. We know you're important.
All she wants is a drink.
We know that you've been at some sort of business seminar today, and you are a business woman. I see your bag. I see your long dress. I see your cardigan. The lanyard's too far. Take your name tag off, Susan. Seminar's over.
Look, another perspective would be Susan is just wore out from the conference.
Oh my gosh.
Giving it 100%.
Susan
No.
to be
Giving it
seen.
110%. And Susan comes out and she's like, I just need a drink. And she doesn't even know she has a lanyard on or a cardigan.
She knows.
The last time she thought about when she was wearing clothes was when she was taking notes at noon.
On her legal pad.
On her legal
I
pad.
love a good legal pad, though. I'm not going to lie.
A legal pad is incredible. And they have to be yellow. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Some people have white ones, and I go, you got a problem,
Yeah,
person.
I'm pro
Yellow legal pad
Um,
with the red lines down the side.
But I've been in seminars. I've been in conferences. I've had the lanyards that I had to wear, and that hello, my name is Angie name tag.
You take it off like it's a mask?
I take it off like it's a free. As soon as I'm out, like I just walk out of the room and like it's over. We're not, and I take it off. But some people like to feel like, look, I'm in Indianapolis and I've been in a seminar.
Do you think they really think that?
Yes. People who wear long dresses and cardigans and carry oversized bags definitely think that.
What if you just are into oversized bags?
I like oversized bags. I'm not gonna lie.
Just not.
It wasn't the bag.
Not at a conference.
It wasn't the bag necessarily that bothered me. No, sometimes conferences you need them because you need snacks. You need your legal pad. You might need some sticky
Some
notes.
alcohol. Maybe.
You might need
maybe a sex doll. Who knows?
Who knows what you need in there? I get it. It's really not the bag. It was the combination of the bag, the long dress, the cardigan, and the lanyard with her name in it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just grumpy because I didn't have my drink.
Probably.
But I looked at her and I was like, you annoy me.
I think there's certain types of people that annoy people.
You annoy me. That's horrible. I don't even know her. She's probably the sweetest person in the world.
She probably would be your best friend.
She probably would be. We'd probably go enjoy a drink together, not at that particular
And she could
establishment.
talk to you about her lanyard. You could be like, do you have more lanyards?
I want one.
I secretly want one.
I would say, Susan, let's go have a drink. Not here because they'll never bring it to you. But let's go down to Burnside Hotel where we went. That's a
Which is not
bar
a
here.
hotel, by the way.
No, that is a bar here, and it is super awesome.
Rad.
It is. It's really a cool idea.
It is. It's a good setup. 3 stories. Has a patio on 2 stories.
It has somewhat of a patio. It's more of like a fire escape, I feel like, because like
1
2 or
story.
3 people.
Yeah.
1 story. It's 3.
It's on the tops. There's only 1 patio is what I'm saying.
It's on the 2nd level.
Right. But
Okay.
there's pool tables on the 3rd level
And there's
in 2 different rooms.
It's just really
all
cool.
the kids were up
It's-
there, so we
it's-
couldn't get in.
Yeah, we were.
There's a bar on the 2nd level and the 1st level.
Right. And it's decorated like an old vintage hotel.
Like 1800s almost.
Right. So like the wallpaper is like
Velvet.
dark blue and like velvet flowers is so amazing. And like there's gaudy chandeliers everywhere, and it's just really cool. We went before and I loved it, and we went again today, and I really like it there. It's pretty cool. Last time we went, there was live music. I think there's usually live music, but we were there pretty early.
We were there too early.
7:30 or 8. I think I saw a sign that said live music at 9:30 or something like that. So.
Yeah, the good stuff ain't going to start till about 9 or 10.
Right. One other thing that I feel like a mean person about, or maybe that I'm not a normal human being that I possibly could be from another planet, is that for some reason this city is dog friendly.
Very dog
There were
friendly. It's very
so
pleasant.
Many dogs everywhere, on leashes, of course.
They're very well behaved dogs. All of
But
them.
why is it? Except for the dog that almost pooped right beside us when we were eating our dinner. But
Well,
nonetheless.
yeah, that's a different story.
Why is it? Okay, so Jeff was eating an ice cream and I was having some dark chocolate, and we were sitting on this bench, and like all these people like with their dogs on leashes were walking by, and this family was sitting beside us, and they had a little baby in a stroller, And every time a dog walked by, they were like, "Oh my God, what kind of dog is that? Can I pet it? Oh my God, can I pick it up?" And I'm like, I have no desire to do any of that. Is that weird? Is that wrong? Am I like, I have no desire to pet your dog. Like, I do not need to pet your. Can I pet that dog? I don't have that desire. I might look at the dog and be like, "Oh my gosh, look how cute that dog is." Like I told you at dinner, I was like, "Oh, look at that dog. It's so cute." I'll admire dogs and I think they're cute. I don't need to pet it, and I don't go crazy when I see a dog. Like, "Oh my gosh, I want to pet it. I want to touch it. Let me hold it."
Yeah.
I do with babies. Like I see a baby, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like I would love to hold that baby. Look how cute." Like I'm like that with babies, but not at all with dogs. I have not one desire to want to pet your dog. Not one. Is that bad? Am I weird?
No, you're not weird.
Did you want to pet those dogs?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, so I'm not so weird.
No.
I don't want to be mean to those dogs.
But just because you and me are alike doesn't mean it probably is more proof that you are weird.
I'm just saying, like,
I do get a little excitement though when I see a really cute dog. You know what I mean?
Okay, I might see a really cute. Oh, I mean, we saw a really cute dog tonight.
And I don't necessarily want to pet it.
No.
You control yourself. Like,
I might be like, "Oh my gosh, that dog is so freaking cute." I'll say that, but that's all. I'm done now.
Right.
But some people just like every time they see a freaking dog, they need to touch it, they need to pet it, they need to love it, they need to let it kiss them. I don't know if I'm the psychopath or if they are. I'm not really sure. It's out to jury. I don't really know. I would never be mean to a dog. I would never hurt a dog. Never. But
never say never.
No, I wouldn't. I would not intentionally. No, I would not. But I can tell you right now that I don't have to have a dog in my life. I love the dogs in my life I have now. I love them to death. They're fine. But if something unfortunately happened to them, I don't need to, like, okay, so that sucks. And that was sad. And my heart hurts now for a little bit. But I don't believe you. You're always the one that starts the crap after a dog's gone for a week or two. That you are lying.
You're like so supportive of, we should probably have a dog.
Liar. You're freaking lying.
Probably need a dog.
No.
Just not a puppy.
No, shut up. When Dixie died, Brooke was the one that was so adamant that she needed another dog. So I was doing it for her. And you guys went to the or the shelter, and I said, "Do not bring home a puppy." I didn't even want a dog. I was like, fine. I gave in. What are you talking about? I gave in and was like, all right, fine, whatever. But please don't bring home a puppy. And what did you bring home a puppy? And then we had what's our dog's name?
Malibu.
No, the other one. The
Callie.
one that you don't like, Callie. We got Callie, and then Brooke went through a bad time in her life, and she felt like she needed a puppy to make her feel better. Well, I felt really bad for her. No, listen, I felt bad for her because she did go through a really hard time and a really bad stuff was happening to her. So I was like, fine, if we can find one for free. Well, one fell in our lap, and it was really cute. That's where Malibu came from. But now we have these two dogs, and one that sheds like a mother, and it's driving me insane. So much insane that I had to buy a robot vacuum cleaner.
Yes, you did.
But none of
so
them
not
were
only
my
did we
idea.
have to get a new dog, which I love very much.
I know you do.
We had to get a vacuum cleaner.
I know, but my point is, you just said that was always my idea. That was not my idea either.
You and Brooke.
No. I gave in. It was not me.
You gave in.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. And you didn't go,
I
I don't want a
into-
dog. I don't like dogs.
I gave in to my
Keep
daughter.
dogs
I
out of
didn't
my
give in
house."
because I wanted a dog. You need to correct your statement.
Well, I'm glad we got this dog. I wish we wouldn't have gone to the pound for the first one.
You're mean.
But this one.
See what I mean? Like I have compassion towards dogs. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't want to see a dog in pain. I don't want to see anybody being mean to a dog. But I don't like.
How long do you think it would be? Because it would be nice just to have one dog. If Callie disappeared, how long do you think it would be before they noticed?
You are so bad.
Do you know I just told Kaylee
I would notice.
and Brendan when we went to eat at Graziano's, somehow it came up. I was like, and they've been at the house for a month at this point,
probably
right?
about, yeah.
Somehow it came up that Joey's dead, and she was like, "Joey's dead?"
I told her that.
Joey's gone? I was like, "Yeah." I was like, hey, "You've been at the house for a month. Have you not seen the cats? Like that one's not around." I mean, so she wouldn't have ever known. She'd still not know.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Well.
That's cats that are outside. Of course, they're going to miss a dog that is inside and goes crazy every time a freaking kid goes by on a bike. So, yeah, Callie would
What
go
if she
unnoticed.
just ran out the door and would disappear? Like,
Jeff,
didn't come back?
You're mean. I do not know why you dislike that dog so
I'm
much.
just kidding. I like her, kind of. I like her.
You do not.
I do. I don't hate her. I like her. We have some touching moments
Oh, my gosh.
here and there.
Well, anyway, so that's day 1 of Indianapolis. We've come to the conclusion, do not go to Champs for a drink. You will not get it. Susan, with the lanyard, probably got my drink. And
They probably, like 30 minutes after we left, walked out with our beverages.
this is a dog city, so there's that.
Which is kind of nice.
Is it, though?
Sure, there's an extra scenery.
Oh, my gosh, you know what? Another thing, one more thing before we go. I'm so confused who has the right-of-way in this town. Is it pedestrians? Is it cars? Is it buses? Is it bikes? Or is it the freaking scooters?
I don't know, but
confused.
there are a ton.
I feel like
ton
I was
of
almost
kids
hit by a scooter
on
3 times.
scooters. Kids, I'm talking Nate's age, on scooters all over this town
And they're like-
with the vehicles.
They're like cutting you off. It's like, this is not a skate park, bruh. Like, I feel like I'm on the sidewalk. You need to watch out for me. You're riding a motorized mode of transportation. And then you got the bikes, then you got the buses, and then you got the cars. I just don't know who has the right of way and when they do. And it's just kind of stressful. And Jeff drove down a one-way street a couple of times.
I did.
Yeah, it's been fun. So maybe
happens.
tomorrow will be a little bit more. Well, it was a successful day, but it just.
Hopefully you get a good night's sleep.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh,
Somebody's tired. All right, we
See
should
that?
go.
It's because I've stuffed my face with food and drink, and it's starting
Ice
to
cream
hit me.
cones.
I'm sitting here on a bed like, well, I think I'm going to pass out.
All right, so maybe we'll do podcast on day number 2 tomorrow. Maybe.
Possibly.
Okay.
All right. Good night.